Shalom Aleichem Rabbi Isai. We're going weiter. Hachazek b'musar al teiref. Mishnah Gimel Be'ezah Hashem. And maybe even a little bit of Mishnah Daled. Antigonish isoichoi. Kibel Mishim Natzadek. Hu yoimer al tiyu kav odim ha-misham shem esarav. Al menas lekabel pras. Don't be like slaves, avodim, that serve the Rav in order to get a pras. El hevu kavodim ha-misham shem esarav. Sheloi al menas lekabel pras. Serve the Rav without kavana to get a pras. Sheloi al menas lekabel pras. Okay, we're going to see there's a shayla here in the Gersas. V'yim moira shamayim aleichem. And when you do that, you'll have yira shamayim. Says Rabbeinu Yoina. Antigonish isoich kibel mishim natzadik. Hu yoimer al tiyu kavodim misham shem Rav. When you are working in order to get a pras, it's not an avodah shlema. She'eino oisa b'shvil Rabba. You're not doing it for your Rav or because of your Rav, rather for the prize. Okay, this is a big problem, Rabbi Isai. I struggle with this tremendously. Okay, tremendously. Both me and my wife. It's a struggle, and I want to say it out there. I want it to be like known, even though I don't have such a big following. But it has to. It have to make my ashtadlus over here. There has to come a point, a time, where enough is enough with the prizes, with the candies. It's absurd. It's absurd. It's mefurish mishnah, not like that. Okay? The kids should want to learn. Kids enjoy learning. Kids enjoy learning new things. Specifically kids. Adults, it's very hard. Fakir, adults are very happy with what they know and they're not interested in learning new things, can't teach an old dog new tricks. Children are always into tricks, always want to learn new things. You don't have to make a raffle and give them candies every time, okay? I know I'm not in a classroom and I don't know what it's like, but I'm telling you, it's not needed. It is not needed. Enough is enough. It's crazy. It's can I get a Mishnah, okay? I'm sorry for being very, powerful about this, but, kids enjoy learning. They do enjoy learning. They enjoy getting the schus to come to the Beis Medrash and to learn and to be part of something big. It doesn't have to be al manas lekabel pras every single time. Okay? Enough said. Okay? Shalom. Ein zu avodah shlema. Maybe you could start them off if they're not interested. You could tell them, it's going to be geshmak. We'll have some. But it shouldn't be all about the prizes. It should not be all about the prizes. It should not be all about the ice cream. It doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be. Sometimes it does have to be. I mask him. But most of the time it doesn't have to be. With a regular, healthy, child, he just wants to be part of the matzav, and there's people, and there's this, and there's that, and it's geshmak, and they get to learn, and they learn new things. It is exciting on its own. Enough said. The Mishnah's girsa, but you see over here, there's another girsa in the Rabbeinu Yoina. Al menas shelo lekabel pras. On condition, dafka not to get a pras. Only learn al manas. That's another girsa. Now, yesh oimrim that this is an impossible feat, says the Rabbeinu Yoina. She'ein lavedus Hashem al manas shelo lekabel pras. You can't work on condition al manas not to get a pras. Ki ein lo adam lasses mitzvahs al das shelo yil pras aleim. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's humanly impossible. Ella hachi garsinan. There's a girsa like this, which is be'etzem the girsa that we have. The girsa that we have. Sheloi al menas lekabel pras. Sheloi yasa mitzvah bishvil hapras. Afa b'sheyesh lo yilachshav ki sachar yeh lo chelef avidasa. You, in the back of your mind, you're going to get schar for it, but that shouldn't be the main purpose. Aval nira, says Rabbeinu Yoina, ki girsas asfarim hu ikar. The girsa of the Sfarim, which again is not the girsa of our Mishnah, at least the print that I'm reading from. But the first girsa is the Ikar girsa. That's what he says. Sha'avoida kazu matzinu b'bnei Adam. We do find it by people. Kio Eved. Eved is the Raya. Meknas Kasboi. He's owned mamish. His goof is owned by his Rav. Chayiv lavid avedose b'loi shitin loy pras. You have no expectations for a pras. You're owned by the guy. Gam ken yesh lonu, yesh loy, la odom, Adam Yisrael, obviously. La avodas Hashem al menas sheloi lekabel pras. A person should be oived HaKadosh Baruch Hu on condition not to get a pras. But look at what he says over here. and this is a very important line. Elam ibnei chesed shegemoloi kvar. Pashut, like you're crazy about the Rabbeinu Shalom because of all the good that he's done for you. Umipnei malas harav. Umipnei could be read oy mipnei. They're both true. Umipnei malas harav shehu roy lekach. Or his greatness, his unbelievable greatness that like, I want to be part of that guy. I want to, he's roy for my help. This is considered avodas Hashem mei ahava, pure ava, which is very interesting. You love him because he did something for you, or because he has tremendous mileage. Question mark. Because you love him for so many days beforehand. Even if you know he's not going to give you anything, you're pushing crazy about the guy. You're crazy about the Kadosh Baruch Hu. The way you love that person, you should do the same thing for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We'll get to that in a second. I just want to show you an amazing, unbelievable statement from the Rabbeinu Yonah himself in Mishlei. There's a pasuk like this: Oyev Tahar Leiv Chen Tzefasav Re'eyu Perek Chav Beis Pasuk Yud Aleph. Very cryptic pasuk. We have no pshat in it unless you learn the Rishonim. Says the Rabbeinu Yonah, Oyev Tahar Leiv, one who loves, has a with a Tahar Leiv. Hu ha'ish asher avosoi zaka v'tohira. V'hi ha'ava she'ena tluya b'dover. This is considered ava she'ena tluya b'dover, which is the same thing over here. Shalei al menas lekabel pras. He's going to say it in a second. Aval yehav. So what is ava she'ena tluya b'dover? Yehav es chaverim mipnei sherabu toivoisav olav. V'hu chayev lehoiv oisoi. Afal pi shelo yikava oid mimenu toiva. You love a person because he did such great things for you, amazing things for you. You're crazy about the guy because he was mative to you. Or you have mitad ma'alosav, or he has unbelievable milas. Unbelievable milas. It's shocking the milas that this person was born with. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just crazy about the guy. I'll give you two very simple examples, but I want to show you that this is a very yisoidistic thing that you find. It's the same thing in our Rabbeinu Yonah, but this is just much clearer. There's no such thing as unconditional love. There is no such thing. Love just because of love. No. You love a person because the person did something for you. You love the guy. You love him from, so many days already. Like, why do you love a guy? Because he did something for you. He did something for you. He was mative to you. Or he has tremendous milas. I'll just give you an example of a guy I love because of his milas. Milas that he didn't even work on by himself. Pashut God-given talents. Okay, I have a friend who is by far, again, I haven't been around the world, but in my opinion, he is the most brilliant musician I have ever met in my life. I've never seen anything like this before. He's a brilliant, brilliant musician, and I love watching him play. I am insanely in love with the talent that he has. Crazy. And I'm not such a musical guy at all. But I just see a mila, a mashunadika thing, a God-given gift, and I'm crazy about it. Crazy about it. Every time I'll see him, I give him a hug and a kiss, just because of his milas. Nothing to do with anything. He didn't do anything for me. Nothing. Right? But I'm just mashugana crazy over him. Okay? Same idea. A person does so much for us. We just don't realize that he does. HaKadosh Baruch Hu does so much for us. So much for us. We don't realize. But if we would learn to realize that, you will want to serve him. Ad ein shir. You can't even put a stop sign on it. It goes on forever and ever. Because you're just crazy about HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You have to be crazy about HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Think about what he does for you. It's unbelievable. This is the idea of Shaloi Almanas Lekabel Pras. And Rabbi saying it's not a real thing. Al Pi Torah, at least, this unconditional love thing. You love a person because the person did something for you. And when this is already now a delicate topic, when you feel like animosity, against somebody, it's because you are not realizing what that person is doing for you. And every Jew, just the etzem fact that he's Jewish, is doing a tremendous amount for you on a personal level. But we okay, are failing to realize that. So the Avodas Hashem of Avos Yisrael is really on us, trying to figure out what that person is actually doing for me. Even though there's a bunch of things that he's doing that I don't like, but there's way more things that he's doing for me that I should consider as amazing things, and I will learn to, and I will, by default, begin to love the person because I see that he's doing just so much for me. That's the yisoid of Shalei Manas L'Chaber. And the same thing, of course, is, right? I'm saying the Rabbeinu Yoina is teaching us. You have to love HaKadosh Baruch Hu like you love that guy. Because Rabbi Tevois of Olav, and the Chain, a person should do, the Al Kain. 1 second. Yeah. The Abakazu Yesh Lo Adam Lasis Avodas Hashem Yisborach. Meaning whatever you have for a person, it's a mashal. That's how you're supposed to love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'yihi moira shamayim aleichem lavid Hashem me'ava miyira ke'evet she'oived this rabbi mipnei gedulosoi umal al daitu she'ach lach l'onshoy v'nim t'sham miyira. Not because you're scared of the Einish, but he just has the capability of doing that. So he's a great man. He's in a different level, and I'm far, and I want to be close. And it's amazing that I have a schus to be close. And you love him, and you have Meir Shemayim like that. Okay, that's Mishnah Gimel. We're going to go on to half of Mishnah Dalet here. Yossi ben Yoezer, Ish Tzureda, veYossi ben Yochanan and Ish Yerushalayim kiblu behem. Yossi ben Yoezer, Ish Tzureda, Omer Yehi Beischa Beis Vad Lachachamim. Vehevi Misabek Bafar Ragleim, Vehevi Shoysa B'Tzama Es Divreyim. So that's the whole Mishnah, Grada. Okay, so we're going to do the whole Mishnah here. 3 things. Again, 3 things. Amazing. All these things are, 3 things. Okay. So what does he say? Yehi beischa beis vad lachachamim ve'em misabek b'afar regleim ve'vishes v'tzamas divrei. Says the Rabbeinu Yoina. Yossi ben Yoezer, Yehi beischa beis vad lachachamim. Bayis she'iskabtzu l'sham chachamim kasher yitztorchu l'daber ze im ze. They have to discuss a matter. So your house should be that house. Ve'ein zeh lebeis adam gadol v'chashuv. You have to be an adam gadol, an adam chashuv, someone that the Rabbanim want to be miskabetz over there, because Stama and Oizvarf, they have no interest in being in that house, because Nivze be'ein of animas ve'asira Hashem lo yechabed, he's not mechabed, so they don't want to even go there. But I wanna just go on a little bit of a tangent over here, but it's there, it's in the words. I asked a bunch of people once. I said to them, "What is the definition of a vad?" Right? We all go to vadim, right? Vad. We all go to a vad. Yeah. Do we all go to a vad? What is a vad? A vad, it says it over here. They need to discuss a matter. This is the definition of a vad. Rabbi say, a vad, the definition of a vad is a meeting. That's what it is. It's a meeting. If you work in an office, I was once in an office, right? When you go to a real meeting, not like just a fake meeting where they just try to make the simple people, the simple employees, they make them feel good, so they make a meeting for them. No, a real meeting where the big managers get involved. A meeting is when you need to discuss something. Something is a problem. There is a problem here. There's a problem. The employees are not working hard enough, or there's a problem. We're not making enough money, or whatever the situation is, the company's crashing. We are in a problem, and we have to fix this, okay? And my brain is not big enough, and your brain alone is not big enough, but all of us together, we can brainstorm. We have to figure out a mahalach, how to fix this problem. What does it mean to go to a vad? To go to a vad, a musar vad. Rabbi say it's not just like a little, when the Rav comes in and gives you a musar vad, it's like, basically slamming you for, for messing up on your avodas Hashem, if it's tefillah, if it's learning or something like that. No. It's not just getting musar, getting a smack here and there. Musar vad means, Rabbi say there is an issue. There is an issue. There's an issue with our avodas Hashem. We're lacking in our Avos Yisrael. We're lacking in our savlonas. We're lacking in our tefillah. We're lacking. We are lacking. And we all agree that we are lacking. Every single one of us. We are in a mitzukah. We're in a problem. And we need to meet about this. We can't just go through our lives, just, status quo, and just let this problem never get fixed. We have to fix this problem. That's what a vad means. where we're coming together, recognizing that there's a problem, and we have to fix this, okay? That's what Avad is. Now, if you never went to such Avad, you never went to Avad, okay? So, if you want to get a taste of what Avad is, maybe find out who Rav Leuchter is, or who Rabbi Brazil is, or Talmidim of Rav Olba, or open up the Sefer Ali Shur. You'll see what Avad is. Avad is a serious thing. It's a serious thing where we realize something is wrong and we are trying to fix it. Just like these people. They need to talk about something together. Zeh im zeh. Now you want your house to be that Beis Vad, and the rest of this mission is just it's pashut that it's going to happen by itself. Having misabik ba'afar reglaim. Your mamish, you're going to be on the floor just looking at what's going on. Sheinaglem kovod. You give them kovod, their space. Let them do what they need to do. You give them your seat and you sit on the side. You just watch. You listen. You try to understand what's happening. You have to be mechabed them. Let them sit in your seat and you just sit and watch. And you gotta listen to what they're saying and drink it with thirst. Meaning, so he says over here, even if it's not tasty, because you realize that it's divrei emes. Nefesh seveya tovus noifes. Somebody who's full, he won't even enjoy sweet food. V'nefesh re'eva kol marmosek. And anybody who's hungry, even something bitter is going to be sweet by him because he's thirsty for it. Mishu saveh medivrei Torah ve'in chefetz behen. He's full. He has divrei Torah. He's very happy. Even somebody tells him a good word, he's not interested. So they say something without a tam. Okay, so this is basically what's happening. It sounds like a separate thing. We have to realize that if we ever have the schus of being in the mechitza of a Talmud Chacham, of a real gadol, let the man speak. And even if he's going to say something that doesn't sound right, let it be said and drink it. Drink it with thirst because there's oimek over there. There is emes over there. And we have to learn how to do that. I myself struggle with that. I like to talk a lot. And sometimes you just have to be quiet. You just let the man talk. There was a Meridik Amaisa, Rav Leuchter once, was with Rav Olba. He always told us, he said whenever he was with Rav Olba, he tried not to talk as much. Let that man talk. I'm interested in what he has to say because he's way bigger than me. And even if he says something that I don't fully understand, it's worth it because I'm going to listen and it'll take me time to figure it out. We have to learn how to do that. We're very big talkers and we like to talk a lot, and let them speak, even if their words are not so clear and something like that. It's mamish, the closest thing we have to Shechina Medaberes B'tach Greinam, the big tzaddikim. Get close to them, enjoy their words, drink it with thirst. You'll only gain from it. Only gain from it. So that's the end of this Mishnah. Everybody should have a good day.